When?
Back home from the gym, and it is chucking down with rain, isn't it, Mia?
Yeah.
I'm soaking wet, but I'm so
I'm like
excited
dripping.
to have my breakfast. So before I went to the gym, I got out some organic frozen berries out of the freezer, and I put them in the bowl so that they're defrosted, because I can't stand having them when they're freezing cold.
Me neither, especially in this weather.
Yeah, it makes you really cold. But these are organic strawberries and organic blackberries. I love strawberries; they're really good for you. They taste really nice. But blackberries are, I think they might be the berry. I think I had this from Dr. Gregor, the berry with the highest amount of antioxidants in it.
Oh, nice. You can kind of taste it. They taste like a wholesome
yeah.
one. Yeah.
And with my berries, I'm going to serve it with an organic Greek soy yogurt, which is vegan because it's made out of soya beans, and this is a French francois chard, but you can get this in the UK and other parts of Europe. I'm not sure about the US. If any of you are in the US, do you get a brand similar to this? I love this so much because it's really creamy, it's non-GMO soya beans, and the ingredients are super clean. It's 99% soya beans, and then it's got a bit of pectin in it for thickening up, and then loads of and then it's fermented, like, you know, it's like a fermented chocolate.
Yeah.
Sorry, my brain, all the energy
gym brain
in my body is going straight to my muscles. I've really pushed it in the gym. So I'm going to serve it with a whole pot of this. So my breakfast is really high protein, super satiating and really filling. And that's why I have a whole pot of yogurt. If I had less than the yogurt, I'd be hungry. So I found a whole pot is good. And you'd be really surprised, but actually, per 100 grams, am I reading this? Why am I on the floor? It's 53 calories. I don't really count calories, but if I just had a little bit of it, it'd only be like 50 calories, which isn't enough energy. So a whole pot is about 200, and then I have it with the berries. Then also, so I've got the protein, I've got like the fruit, antioxidants, like I like always every meal we like for breakfast. I always make sure I have loads of fruit. That's the time of the day when I stock up on fruit. Then the dinner, then it's the time I stock up on like veggies and salad, like leaves and things like that. Then I have got some hemp seeds, which I'm going to have with healthy fats, and then some flax. Yeah. But with the flax, we always grind up the seeds, a small portion of seeds every day, or every other day, and we keep it in a little jar. We don't buy pre-ground flaxseed because it's rancid and all the fats in that has gone off, and it's just been on the shop shelf for ages. Yeah. It's just good to have it freshly ground. And these are full of omegas. Hemp seeds have so much more in them than just healthy fats, but we like having that for that. I do also take an omega capsule, which is a DHA one. I don't know if I can grind these up, Mia, because I think the blender might be wet. The blender's got to be proper dry, and it's now wet. You have to do it dry, if not it's all going to get stuck in there. So I try and do that first thing in the morning before anyone else just use the blender. So
but why do you ground them?
I can't do it. What?
Why do you ground them?
Oh, you have to grind them so then all the fats inside it are released. Hence why, if you buy it pre-ground, all the fats have been released for ages and they go off. Yeah. Because it's all encased in this really hard linseed. Now, you can't chew it with your teeth and break it open. You have to do the blender to do that. Because when you chew on these, you'll just swallow it whole. And then it'll just pass through you.
It could be like sometimes when you eat sweet corn and things like that, it happens. You know, you see it on the other side. Yeah. Sorry, that's TMI.
It's great for cleaning out your colon. And now you can have these whole like this if you want, but that's more for the cleansing effects of it, the cleansing benefits for your gut. But if you want the fats from it, you have to grind it up. I mean, you can try doing it with your teeth, but try it. Because once that goes in your mouth and then the liquid goes on it, then it goes all congealed and you can't chew it. This makes a great flaxseed egg because of that reason. It is full of so much water. So if you do have these whole, you have to make sure you drink a lot of water. When I was, I had basically my grandmother. Unfortunately, she passed away in her early 50s from cancer. And I remember when she found out she had cancer, she started getting really into health, and I think she planted some of the seeds of like healthy living into me, because I was reading all of the books. I'd go and stay around her at the weekend, and then I'd read all the books that she had, and like I'd go in her kitchen and say, "What are these?" And she'd say, "They're linseed. They're really good for cleaning you out." She started like healthy living. I learned a lot about healthy things from my nanny. So sometimes good things can come from a sad situation. So that's how I first found out about them. And she used to always say to me, "If you have them whole, make sure you drink lots of water because they absorb a lot of water." Anyway, let's move on from that. I also add in some protein powder as well. I don't always do it, but today I'll do it for the sake of showing you. I don't feel like I really need extra protein because I've got so much in here, but it adds a really nice flavour. This is organic protein and it's been heavy metal tested. It's really important. There's so many protein powders out there, and to be honest, I think you're better off saving your money and potentially saving yourself from consuming loads of nasties in it if it hasn't been heavy metal tested. So if you want to get protein powder, go for organic, plant-based, plus also make sure it's been vigorously tested, because you just don't know what you're having in it, and you'd just be better off not having it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
get protein from whole
Vivo
food.
Life is really good. Also, the ingredients in it is fermented yellow pea powder and pumpkin seed protein and cold pressed hemp protein powder. So the actual sources of protein in this are actually really good. It's all like cold pressed. And then it's sweetened with stevia. I really try and avoid sweetness where possible. Even stevia, I'm now starting to find it's a little bit too much for me. But stevia, out of all the sweeteners, I'd say is the best one, because sometimes I even see like some health products like the Hue chocolate, and it'll say how it is
erythritol free.
And I'm like, yeah, you just don't know. It's better to get things naturally sweetened from fruits like date syrup, and if you are going to have some sweetener, a little bit of coconut sugar, a bit of maple syrup. But I try and avoid all of that anyway, because nature just tastes really good without it. But I'm just going to add a little bit of protein powder in there because it thickens it up even more and it makes it taste really good. Darren's having the same breakfast as me, but he usually has way more toppings. We can't have flax today because the blender's wet.
Alright, yeah, sure.
Just going to get a spoon and add it into there. Guys, so by the way, if you don't know this, we're also making, you're gonna love this so much. This is going to be such a treat for you. But we're making daily snaps on here for you guys. You get to see really up to the date, behind the scenes things. But we're also making daily videos now on Fizz, our bonus channel. So they're
on YouTube.
On YouTube. So they're going to be like what the snap is like, our real life and stuff. But they're also like, you basically get a really good. You can look at
a bit more focused on certain things.
Yeah. Whereas snap is just like, you know, I just quickly give you a voice call and let you know what's going on in that moment. You know, I always use the analogy of like just calling up your best friend saying what you're up to and stuff like that. So we're going to be making lots of videos in there, and we're going to go into more detail and things like that. I just know you guys would be so excited about that, because you're always, basically I see your messages and you're always like, can you do more vlogs showing this, do that. I really love your vlogs, and we really love making the vlogs as well. So for the whole of February, busy of February, that is what we're doing, by the way, guys. So we went to the gym this morning. We were thinking about turning it into a Fizz video, but the only thing is the music in there is so loud. Like, I don't know how we can do that, because we want our videos to be really raw and natural and you can hear all the background sounds and what's going on. But I don't know how we could do it. We'd have to basically on YouTube, if you post a video and it's got copyright music in it, YouTube does stop showing that video to other people because it gets demonetized. Now, that kind of, if we obviously, it is a nice benefit for us when we make these videos. We can pay all the expenses of editing the video and everything with the ads. But that's not the most important thing. It's how it affects the video, because YouTube, when something's being monetized or it's not monetized, YouTube doesn't push it out because they don't benefit from it. YouTube makes like money out of the ads. So we've got to try and but with Snap we can film in shops and things like that and keep the background music in it, which is really good about Snap. So we've got, maybe like the only way we could go about that is go to a gym where they don't have music. And
does that exist?
Plus
no.
Also, the music in that gym is sometimes like they play like quite, the music in there can be like very
a bit OTT.
It's either very, very explicitly rude or very like not very nice about how they're speaking about women and that, you know. It's
Do you know what's funny though? Because when we lived in Dubai as well, this was so interesting. Because Dubai is obviously a Muslim country, or that part of the world. And but what was so interesting is in shops or even like at beachfront restaurants, etc., the English language songs that played were like, you know how you just sort of really cringy, like crappy songs where there's just like, it sounds like they're made by 14-year-old boys who are just like random swearing in it for no reason. Anyway, all the versions of the songs they play wouldn't be the ones with beeped out lyrics. It would just be the actual originals. You don't very often hear those originals, and then when you hear them,
in public,
it's like, what adult man like does this? It's literally like, grow up. It sounds so stupid.
Yeah, some of the music in there, we went in one and it's like speaking about, I don't know, like being really horrible and violent.
The point being, sometimes when you're in countries where English isn't the first language,
they don't even realise.
They will play those versions of the songs, and you're just like, I'm here with my 3-year-old, you know, like I don't even want to hear that rubbish myself, but let alone my children.
I'm putting a bit of kiwi on top. Kiwi's really high in vitamin C,
Nice.
and that. Basically, these kiwis are like avocado. Kiwis are like avocados. They take ages to ripen.
Yeah.
Right, Mia, you've been recording me now. Shall I record you making your breakfast?
Okay, sure.
Hang on.
I'm going in the fridge.
So, what are you having?
I sometimes have the yogurt thing, or sometimes I have like leftovers. Sienna said there's buckwheat left over, but I don't see it. I think maybe she means this over here. Oh, okay. I don't know whose this is.
It looks kind of like it's somebody's half-eaten breakfast.
Maybe
This
it's been
doesn't
put
really
into
look like
here.
leftovers.
Oh, I think it's leftovers plus someone's half-eaten breakfast.
What is it leftovers of?
Buckwheat porridge.
Fizz family, I promise it normally looks more
AKA
appealing,
just
doesn't it?
buckwheat.
It's just because it's leftovers.
Buckwheat groats.
We have the word porridge on, but it's just buckwheat, isn't it?
I think it's got milk in it though.
Oh, right.
When you
okay.
usually add milk
I'm
and you
gonna
make
try and
it
make
super
it
creamy.
into guys. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get some milk, rehydrate it a little bit, add a bit of milk.
So for buckwheat porridge, Fizz family, we cook this in the instant pot. And we add more. If you want to use buckwheat as like a rice substitute, we don't make it like this. To make porridge, you add more water than you normally would. And you add milk in at the end and like cinnamon and things like that. Then it makes it more like creamy and like a rice puddingy porridge thing, oatmeal. But it's not oatmeal.
Oh, we don't even have cinnamon in
No,
it.
we have
Oh.
we do. But it's like one of those jars where you can't shake.
Yeah, I gotta be careful, okay? And then I'm also gonna grate this apple up and it's gonna make it very like autumnal vibes, even though it's not autumn, but it kind of feels like it.
No, it is the autumn. Look outside, pouring it down.
Well, it's winter. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's just winter,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's February, it's winter.
So me and Mia have started doing this thing. I haven't done it today, but we grate an apple up, and sometimes I mix that in with my yogurt.
So good. I don't know, something about grating an apple just transforms it.
And you add apple a day keeps the doctor away, and I think that saying exists for a reason.
Yeah, apples are yummy.
Underrated, aren't they, apples?
Absolutely. I told you when I read Saya G's book. By the way, is this Mia's Snapchat?
No, this is Family Fizz.
Alright, good. I didn't want to start
It's Family
taking-
Fizz real.
I didn't want to start taking over Mia's Snapchat.
You can't
But
follow me on Snapchat.
when-
What's your snap?
Me roast bits.
Mia Rose Fizz, there you go. Follow Mia as well. Yeah, when I read Saya G's book, Regenerate, which was really good, really in-depth nutrition, and his number one food in the whole book was an apple.
Amazing.
Which I know it's not exciting, you've got an apple, that's rubbish, but literally he's comparing it against all these really far out, nutritionally dense, you know, like this thing from South America and this thing from blah blah blah, you know, like all these weird and wonderful fruits and nuts and blah blah blah. Yeah, and the apple was just like,
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I underrate fruits.
I mean,
like
Steve
this.
Jobs liked apples, didn't he?
yeah, I guess so, yeah.
An apple is
He was a
symbolic.
fruitarian.
Is he?
Is that true?
I don't know.
I've never looked it up, I've just heard people say it online.
I
But...
feel like someone
Oh,
high
you
on
know,
a durian.
oh my God.
Someone on a
Guys.
durian high probably made that up.
Guys, the gym. It's just great in the apple is.
Careful.
It's a workout.
No, I feel
What
like
one
this.
bits of kiwi in one? Oh, they're the ends.
They're the ends, yeah. I eat the skin, but I don't eat the ends.
Sometimes what I do is I take off half the skin if it's like a bit too much, you know what I mean? And then you still get some of the benefit of having the
But
skin.
the skin is fibre, and you know what
Yeah.
fibre's good for. So, I think with apples, in the autumn time in the UK, and I think in other parts of the world as well, they sometimes grow free in the wild. But there's sometimes...
What are you even saying? They sometimes do. What do you mean? Apples?
Not
yeah.
everywhere. So, I mean, in
They
some
ripen
places.
in the autumn, yeah.
No, I mean, like, you can get them for free as well.
By the way, sometimes, guys, plants grow.
What my point is, it's more like...
They're very common to have wild in the UK, yeah.
Yeah, and they're like so
Probably
good
have
for
wild
you.
apple trees.
Plants just grow, you know?
Sometimes health isn't that complicated. Sometimes it's the simple, like, banal things which actually are really beneficial. Sleep.
Just eating more apples.
Sleep is the biggest biohacking thing ever.
Yeah.
Sleep, and it's so
And
simple.
That's what I'm saying, because I haven't got mouth tape and started mouth breathing in the night and just waking myself up over and over and over because I keep laying on my back and then my mouth falls open, so really need that mouth tape. Or I need a stronger tongue, don't I, Sienna?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be doing, what are those exercises called? Myofunctional therapy.
Yeah.
Tell us off this, fam. Please can you tell me off specifically. Say, Darren, why are you not doing your myofunctional therapy exercises? because I'm supposed to be doing them, and then I'd have a stronger tongue, and then apparently my mouth wouldn't fall open in the night, and then I wouldn't even need mouth tape.
Mouth tape is kind of like the Band-Aid solution. I mean, it
Yeah.
is literally a Band-Aid. And it's great in the meantime while you're doing the myofunctional exercises, but you do need to fix the cause.
Yeah, because I don't mouth breathe. I don't need it.
Yeah, that's
Mia's
brilliant.
jaw, look at Mia's jaw formation and mouth.
Really good.
Mia's amazing.
Okay, I was exaggerating it then. But...
Sienna has got dressed today, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
It's because it's so
I'm
cold.
just freezing, so I put my dressing down.
Do you know why you're freezing?
No exercise.
Yeah, I'm
I
exercise.
mean, I was going to go for a walk. I was really excited.
You have got on with all your work this morning,
Yeah,
haven't
I
you?
have. I planned that after I was going to do my work. I was going to go like midday. I was going to go for a nice walk in the sunshine and get a sun and top up my tan and like it was
I
really
mean, you can
exciting
go for a walk
yesterday.
in the rain. No,
I know, but
at least a rain
I was really excited for it to
What do
be
all of our
warm
Swedish
and
friends do in the region, in the area?
sunny. They just
Power
Fast
walking in their
With their
raincoats,
walk,
aren't they?
yeah.
Absolutely
I must
power
admit, the
walking.
Scandinavians are very good for
Yeah, they're so
outdoor
inspiring.
weather.
We just see families out even when it's raining, just like that, and we're like, nice, that's so
Because
good.
the weather there is not like nice all the time.
Yeah.
Like summer is not that hot there and all things like that. So that looks good. That looks impressive.
Oh, I'd have made it look more attractive if I'd have known you if you're gonna
Don't worry.
No, I'd have done it a bit neater.
This is
you
the
know?
reality. We do make it look pretty for you guys because we don't want to put you off this food. But like sometimes we make it messy. Looking, don't we?
You do.
Right. So Mia is almost finished grating off her fingers. Don't say that. Well, you're doing good there. You're making me like basically my breakfast sat on the side waiting for me to eat it. But the only reason I'm not eating it is one because I'm filming, and two because I'd like to get a picture of me and you with our bowls.
Aww.
I think that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Can I have a piece of those?
So you go, you've got to make it look good.
That's got the seed. Oh no. But I'm literally eating leftovers. Look at it. All the
I
bowls
know,
are dirty.
yeah.
I need a bigger bowl. But it's leftovers of like Homer's breakfast.
Why are you eating leftovers?
Because she wants buckwheat.
No.
Well, no, I was happy to have yogurt, but Sienna just said there was leftovers, so
Fun fact, Fizz fam.
monkey see, monkey
Buckwheat
do. I don't know.
isn't wheat.
It's so cold.
It doesn't have any wheat in it.
Mm.
No, it's actually gluten free
Yeah.
and wheat free. Because gluten and wheat free aren't necessarily the same thing, are they? Or are they? No, actually, no, they do. Never mind, I'm gonna shut up.
Looks better in that bowl.
Fun fact. Fact checkers don't exist anymore.
Don't they?
That's a fun fact, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I think
You
people
like that
should be
one?
able to say what they want.
I have a slight dilemma. So, I love these welly boots, but I kind of forgot that my feet are now 2 sizes bigger than these shoes. They don't fit me.
Oh,
I've managed to fit my foot in it, but inside it's like that. And it's
Right.
just
Wear mums.
No, I don't want to
so
wear
you could give them to a
boots.
charity shop.
Mums, the same
And they've got
size as you
Chloe
now.
boots, haven't
I
they?
know, they're so cute. They make my feet look well tiny when I wear them. Maybe
You
I
can
just
borrow
want
mine
them
if you want, as long as you don't wreck them.
No, I won't. Don't worry.
I've got-
I'll
I've
probably
got some
just wear
hunter
other
ones.
boots.
Don't wear them if they're too small for your feet.
That's
No,
bad for your
actually,
feet.
it looks great.
Fiona,
They look great.
You're not going to crush your toes up. We're putting the toe expanders on, and then you go and crush them in those.
Push my heel to the back. Then they're just about flat. My feet.
Right, so this is Mia's breakfast so far. I think I'm going to stop filming until you finish, or have you finished?
pretty much finished.
Look at Carmen Coa. Look, Mia. Bless them.